Alright everybody, it's time for some new multi-part hard plastic Quar kits. This time we have Koftyran and Crusader Cavalry. So we're just going to run through some painted models really quick, all painted by Anthony. Let's look. Alright, we got a pile of models on the table here. So first up, let's look at a Qadir. It's a couple different ones. The box comes with 4 poses. The body halves should all work with each other, but if the pins, or whatever you want to call them, are in the way, just shave those off and the body should roughly match up. So you should be able to make more than 4 combinations. I've got 7 right here I'll show you that are a combo of the different parts, so it should work fine. Also, you see we don't have the characters glued onto these, and I dropped them. We don't have the characters glued onto these in case I dropped them, but one of the reasons is in the skirmish game, when you're shot, the shot might hit you, the rider, and it might hit your Qadir. And if it hits the Qadir, then you become dismounted and you run around on foot. If it hits you, then the Qadir might run around the battlefield all on its own without a rider. So, here's a Koftyran rider. He's got a pistol and a lance. And we'll just throw him on here. Sorry, I'm going to have to hold him a little bit here since he's loose and sideways. So, Qadir, everybody asked me, what the heck is that thing? So that is not a mask. It's not a helmet. That is like a bony horn type hammerhead carapace that grows on their head. Their eyes are at the ends of these little bony, I don't want to say horny, bony stalks. They're very sort of aggressive creatures, and they slam into each other at high rates of speed, head on, quite often when they're ticked off. They also do this to tractors. They don't like the internal combustion engine. Anyhow, that's Qadir. Here's a different Koftyran rider on a different Qadir. This one's rearing up a little bit. You'll see, if you're familiar with Koftyran models, the helmet is slightly different. It's got a little extra ridge here in the back, and they've also got a little leather patch on their back for their regiment number, 12 in this case. And then, as mentioned, they also come dismounted. So here's 2 Koftyran dismounted with their pistols. They were separate holsters, and their lances. Some of the lances have a little pennant. That's the Koftyrans. And then let's look at some Crusaders. So here's a Crusader with a carbine. He's got a little sword on his back in a sheath. He's up on there. Don't tell Anthony how poorly I'm treating these models. There's another one. So this one, another Crusader, he's got the little W Derringer, which is like a double barrel Derringer shotgun. He's got a carbine on his back and his saber. And then here are 2 dismounted. This one's got his carbine and his saber. And this one has saber, carbine, and his little shotgun. Same shotgun the Crusader Trench Raiders have. A little W pistol. Everybody. So the uniforms in these, unlike the Koftyrans, the uniforms in these are totally different. So they've got a little jacket that kind of buttons on the side instead of in the middle. It's got some. Their tails if they're in the back. What are they if they're along the thigh? I don't know. Whatever these little coat bits are along the thigh are there. And then they've got like a cross shoulder strap. And everybody likes to call these a Robin Hood hat. Was not my intent when I made it, but you guys are right. Anyhow, so that's the Plastic Cavalry. They're out. They're shipping. as of today, if you're subscribed to the tribe, the My Manufactory tribe, the parts to make Tolmor Cavalry and Gwent Cavalry, which are modifications for your plastic kits, like they are for all the other plastic kits, are out on the tribe and should be on the Zombiesmith website next month. So you'll be able to make your own Tolmor, Gwent, Koftyran, and Crusader Cavalry. Thanks! I did not just do that. I swear I didn't just do that. Anyhow, that's the Cav. Thanks.